Hey, Sid. Happy birthday. Late birthday. Excuse me. Okay, it's the next one. I'll answer the second part. It was very tough, obviously. I could make a case for both playing, not playing. I think ultimately much has been made about the three guys coming down. It was really about the team. Believe me, when I left New Orleans, a big part of me was, I don't want to say done, but the fact that we lost that game, how hard it is, and it's hard to make people understand. Played 19 years, was fortunate enough in '96 to be on a winning Super Bowl team, and I was fairly young at that time, and you just kind of think, oh, what's the big deal? We'll be back. There's always next year. The toll that it takes, and everyone wants to talk about the physical toll that in that particular game. The mental toll is really what is hard to deal with. And this team is a very good football team. The chances here are much greater than other places, and there's a lot of teams that could say they have a legitimate chance. This is one of those teams. So from that standpoint, it has always made it easier. But answering the bell again, and my wife, she always says that I look at things negatively more than I should. But the what ifs, I mean, can I answer the bell, and what happens if it doesn't? I'd love to win the Super Bowl. Would love to. But what happens if you don't? And so that was the tough part. Physically, once again, I'll say, it's hard to believe I can say this every year, but I can't complain. There's nothing on me 100%. There wasn't anything on me 100% last year, the year before. The surgeries, I think, have made me a little better. But I played 309 straight games. I can't complain. Everyone wants to think that the Saints game is the game that forced me to have surgery. I needed surgery 3 years ago on my ankle. And just it's a chronic ankle. I had a visit with Dr. Andrews last Thursday, and a follow-up visit that we had talked about in the time of the surgery. We did a new X-ray, and surprisingly, there was a new spur had already surfaced in the X-ray, right where he had taken, not as big as what he had taken out, but in that short amount of time, it was really surprising because there is a little pain there. We thought it was more just scar tissue and things, and that may be part of it, but the fact is it's just something you have to deal with. There's a little bit more range of motion now since the surgery, but we're not talking about a lot. What I was hoping to resolve was, after every day of practice, the soreness that's there. I'm not going to move it very much. It's kind of stuck. But, and every time you sprain an ankle, mine tends to sprain a little bit easier than it did earlier in my career for obvious reasons. There's 3 surgeries on that particular ankle, and all of them were relatively the same type of surgery. Clean out the joint space, try to provide a little mobility with the bone-on-bone that you get from moving around and stuff. Everyday walking, no problem. People would say, well, you look like you're fine. Well, walking's fine. Playing football, it probably is not the healthiest thing to do for your joints and things like that. But, all in all, it is a little better. I would like to. I took a lot of reps today, much like last year. Don't get me wrong. I'm not real excited about getting hit anytime soon.